Alright, I really didn't think this video was gonna be able to get up in time because I was really struggling with this build. I think I built this right over the course of like 3 days, I want to say, and I also took like 3 or 4 tries building or trying to figure out how to build this. Oddly enough, I was really tempted to do kind of like the Cullen House, Twilight kind of vibe, but then the whole idea of having to furnish those angled walls was not very fun. Not something I was willing to or wanting to get into right now. So I opted out of that. And then I looked on Gallery. There's actually quite a decent amount of builds already of the Cullen House. So if you want to check that out, I would suggest that. But yeah, I settled on this build here. I just figured a simple 1-story and simple shaped rectangles for this build would be good, just because I was really stressing myself out over this. I just couldn't figure out what I wanted it to look like. That's the thing, like Sims to me is such a relaxing game to play, but I was crashing out so many times over this. I mean, like I said, I've had 4 other styles of home I really was trying to push, but I just couldn't get it to work, because I really wanted like a nice modern lake house and make it interesting layout and all that. I thought my video froze. I can't handle another problem right now. But yeah, what was I talking about? Layout, interesting. Yeah, I really want something fun and interesting, but like I said, I was really couldn't come up with anything. So I went very simple, very minimalistic, neutral tone. I really wish I would have went more mid-century with the design. Now that I'm looking at the build, it does fit or allow for that kind of style. So if you guys do download and not fans of the way I styled it, or don't have all the packs, that'll be a fun approach to take as well. But yeah, I'm also kind of tempted if I just build homes and just make them like empty, just no floor plan. I mean, no furniture or anything. Just because that's what I used to do. I used to love just downloading builds off the lot and then furnishing them myself. So that was definitely fun. Also with floor plans, I definitely wanted at first to find a way to make this build interesting, but it's very simple floor plan. I feel like lately I'm doing a lot of open floor plans. There was recently one build I saw in the gallery because I was trying to get ideas for floor plans, and I don't recall the name of the lot. Once I look for it, I will put in the description. But that floor plan was such a fun floor plan. I don't know why, for some reason, while I don't think this is, I'm pretty sure this is not the layout of the house in Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire 2002 one. I just felt that's what it reminded me of. So if you guys want to see what that is, because it's 2 homes on a lot, and yeah, I really love that look. It's just like, some people when they build, some people are really good at building like a realistic looking lot. So I'm really trying to get there, but as the time I'm gonna get better, or at least I hope to. But yeah, this was very fun to do. In the end, while it was stressful, it was there was a certain point where, especially right here, I was really moving quickly. I was able to get something down. I had to take quite a bit of pauses and breaks when doing the inside of the furniture, because it was really pushing the modern look. There was really no need to do it, but I was very adamant about having, like I said, that modern look, and I feel like that kind of made me stuck in a way when it came to ideas. But yeah, it also made me think of if I should start doing the world of Willow Creek. I believe I did, where I did a row of renovating the base game lots. I want to say it's Willow Creek. yeah, I kind of want to finish up that world with only base game because, um, for one, having limited packs, while it is challenging, don't get me wrong, I feel like having limited packs makes it easier for me just because I have less decisions to make. It's less overwhelming and easier to, obviously make those choices. So I definitely want to do that. While I say that, it was, now I think back, when I was building the gym, it was very hard to build it just because there was limited items. The gym felt very bare. But I felt I did good with that. I'm pretty sure I did okay. Yeah. I also want to say one thing about this here. I did this full like window and door situation for the back porch here, but I also carried it over to the front. And while I like the look of it, I was planning on doing the kitchen straight in, like where you see, and I felt like being watched or someone knocking at your door when you're cooking was not ideal. So I ended up switching that out. I'm not sure if I showed that, but I ended up switching that out for just a single door, no windows, more privacy, which I thought was very much a good move because you don't want to do, because just imagine if you have a visitor or something, like what would happen, you just exposed right there. But yeah, so definitely had to work that around. Also played around a little bit with floor levels. I probably could have done something a little more, but I just felt kept it, like I said, kept it simple. I feel like one day I'm gonna get an interesting floor plan levels down because I'm still like trying to work with that and get the hang of it. But I don't know. I felt that after how stressed I was over this build and getting it done by today, so the video can be up. A simple shape was exactly what I needed to do. But yeah, I won't say that I'm unhappy with it. I think at the end of it, it's definitely not bad. So happy I got something done as well. I'm trying to think what else I did. Oh yeah, I was hoping to do, like, I love this this terrain paint with the stones and grass. I just wish there was more shade options, like so the grass can match for one, and also maybe the stones be different color, and that would be fun. But it doesn't exist, so I had to manually create my own path with those floor stones or blocks, whatever they are. Not exactly how you would call them, but I did that instead. And yeah, like I said, this is very true to the Pinterest build. I will put a picture up right here just so you guys can see the inspiration. One thing I've been wanting to do, even with my last video at the cabin, I've been really wanting a nice green. I feel like we don't have a good enough shade of green for wood paneling, which just makes me tempted to do some or download some CC because obviously I'll have better swatches, but I don't think my computer can take it because I definitely, hopefully I don't think it's gonna be soon to get an update. I cannot do that right now, but yeah, I feel like maybe I can try it, see how my computer handles it. But because I know there was recently a pack by, I think it was Pierre Sims. Let me double check. I'm not sure how you guys get your like how you guys search up your or look through CC. I do Tumblr. I don't know. I just feel like that's like the best way for me to do it. But yeah, I want to say it's Pure Sims that came out with one recently. The kitchen item pack. Actually, I'm realizing I don't know. Oh, never mind. I was like, I don't know how to see my likes. I just found it. Yeah, it was Pure Sim. He did the Pro Kitchen pack. I feel like that's such a nice pack. I wish I was that creative to like do that. I don't know how people come up with that or make it, because I've seen like videos of it, but looking at it from an outside, someone with no idea of how that works, that looks hard. But yeah, it's so cool. The build. I'm looking at the photos right now. Oh, so nice. Kind of reminds me think of the bear in the kitchen. But yeah, it's really fun. So many nice builds. Also, another one I liked was Attic Window at Dawn. They're another good CC creator. As well, they had the Paper Trails, I think, was there, or the last one I liked. People were just so creative, so nice to see. But yeah. Okay, that kind of made me lose my train of thoughts. I'm scrolling through CC and all that. But yeah, I'm curious if you guys do have a way to download, because I know CurseForge is a way to go. I've tried that, but there's not always all the stuff you want, because like obviously it was made to be easier to delete and manage, going through all those files. But yeah, I'm kind of tempted to do it again. But I feel like first doing that base game world of Willow Creek, I want to say, would be fun. I have to do the video for this first, though, the Copperdale, and I want to do just like the tour of the finished world. But yeah, I'm really curious. What do you guys think of it? If you guys have a favorite build I've done so far. If you haven't, I have a playlist. I think it's Let's Build World Copperdale or something like that. I will leave it at the end of the video if you want to click on the playlist to check out any other builds I've done. I mean, personally, I think the one I'm the most proudest of is probably the museum. I think that was a really fun build, and if you haven't seen it, it's just I did a museum based off because the World of Copperdale, the lore behind it is something with the miners mining. I guess I don't know how to describe the history of mining, or because the whole Jesper Prescott, I believe, is the name of the founder or something like that. So definitely did a museum of the history of the town, and yeah, so that was a very fun build. I also like the basement. Again, I don't know if that was like a late add or if I included that in the speed build, but I did a basement with where they store the artifacts and a staffing room. So that was definitely a fun addition. This build, however, is probably the hardest build. It could just be I'm trying to build. When you're just trying to do stuff and you're just not in the creative. You have that block, so it could just be that was really pushing through. But yeah. Also, these cabinets, I ended up switching them out just because I didn't feel they were modern enough. I feel like if I was going to keep these, going down more of a farmhouse cabin look would have been better. But like I said, I was really adamant on having a modern build. And with modern builds, for some reason, shelving, there's no cabinets. Well, there is cabinets, but at least not these. But yeah, I went with shelving instead on this wall here by the fridge. I was really going back and forth between a black or white fridge. I don't exactly know what I ended up on. I think I went with the white fridge. I guess we'll find out in the video tour. But also this stove, I really love this stove. It's from the Life and Death. I just wish there was more silver tone, because I just love that you can look in and see the rack, the oven rack. So that's very fun. A little addition, which you can see with the other ones too. But I just like the I don't know. Just like the one thing I don't really care too much is the handle. I know it just feels a little bit, but it fits for the Life and Death, because Life and Death has that. How would you describe it? Not modern or elegant, or has that little something to it. Is the best way I can describe it. But yeah, whatever that is, it has. But yeah, very simple. I also want to say that this build has like 2 beds and 2 baths, full baths, by the way. And they're exactly the same. I was really struggling to see how to make this reflect with or even fit on theme with the rest of the house. And I just use the same wallpaper and flooring they have here in the kitchen. I just carry that through the bathroom, which you can kind of see a glimpse of. But yeah, here I am just quickly putting the stuff together, because like I said, I had to take a break and really sit back and look. But again, the neutral tone went with something very simple, so it can be easy and have a little bit of flow to it. But yeah, Oh no, I hope you guys enjoy nonetheless. Hopefully by next week I will have the World of Copperdale tour done. And then, yeah, see you guys next week. Take care. Bye.